Now that many parts of the world are recovering from the effects of COVID-19 and people are able to enjoy sports again, albeit from behind their TV screens, boxing is far from being back on its feet. Today we'll go into some of the things that normally make the sport highly entertaining, yet in a time of lockdown, an absolute frustration, and why MMA is more than edging out boxing. Hey, what's going on? This is Boxing's Objective Observer, and welcome back to Ringside Stories. Feel free to like and share. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you enjoy the content. So, I receive comments on the day on previous episodes on quote-unquote Glovegate. Now, in the aftermath of Wilder vs. Fury 2, there were so many points to make that I decided to discuss these points in different episodes. First, there was the floppy glove that people used to push, only to quickly lose its credibility since those quote-unquote floppy gloves occurred in the Wilder vs. Fury 1 fight. Then Wilder broke his silence, claiming that Fury isn't a real champion, yet not touching on anything regarding quote-unquote Glovegate. And still, to this day, Wilder hasn't said anything about Glovegate. Instead, his brother Marsellos Wilder has come out with a terribly presented case that doesn't make any logical sense whatsoever.
And the most wicked shit about people is people on your own team will do anything for the hate. Money to help them ops take you down. It was discovered by the doctors that my brother has a dent in the side of his head due to a blunt object struck against his head from his last fight. No glove or fist was able to cause damage according to the autopsy. According to the autopsy. According to the autopsy. According to the autopsy. What?
What's worse though is that there are channels which, in the light of some of these new statements, seem to have changed their opinion on what is now Glovegate 2.0. Then there are professionals, former sparring partners, that have come forward to ride this new wave of Glovegate 2.0, stating that Tyson Fury removed padding during their training camp.
As you can see, there's no in here, and all the padding's in the back. I could touch my other side of my finger with this and there's shit in the middle of the glove.
Now, although in and of its own he makes a valid point, how does that plead Tyson Fury guilty in a fight that happened years later, with officials unanimously stating Fury's innocence, with JD's, Deontay Wilder's trainer, being in the dressing room while Tyson Fury was getting his hands wrapped, a clip I already added in my previous Glovegate saga series back in April of 2020. Have we heard anything about Fury's tempered gloves from Team Wilder on the night, or ever since?
No, all fake. It's all fake.
Did Tyson Fury use illegal tactics? Yes. However, that wasn't the point against Fury, especially since those tactics are used in boxing on the regular, including by the Bronze Bomber himself.
Yeah, your man, Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, leaning on necks. I can show the lean. I don't know how to dance.
So as far as Glovegate 2.0 is concerned, no one has been able to bring up empirical proof to plead Tyson Fury's guilt. And even if Fury was guilty, the WBC, referee Kenny Bayless, and Wilder's trainer JD's were all in on the conspiracy. Highly unlikely in my opinion. Besides, as I stated in the earlier Glovegate saga series, Tyson Fury has been accused for many things which have proven to be untrue or had lack of evidence.
This is just a quick video to address all this foul play talk from Deontay Wilder and his team. I just read an article before saying that I might have had some blunt objects in my gloves. Yeah, two big 19 stone 275 pound destroyers in each glove. So yeah, getting punched up the temple may do that to you. But you know, not unless Deontay Wilder's own trainer JD was in on a conspiracy as well, along with all the Las Vegas State Commission guys who never left the room. JD was in the room while I had my hands wrapped. He examined them. He was in there when I had my gloves put on, examined them. Yeah, and everybody else was in the room. They don't leave you. We all know this. So everybody citing foul play, bullshit. And the next time I'll put a dent in his boxing career, end it, because it'll be 2 knockout losses in a row, bye-bye forever.
All the Fury detractors, Wilder fanatics, haven't been able to keep their story straight or even stick to one main point of attack, using speculation over facts. The floppy gloves from the Wilder-Fury 1 fight, to Wilder's costume, tempered gloves, to now Wilder having a dent in his forehead, as per Marsellos Wilder's statement, quote,
"No glove or fist was able to cause damage according to the autopsy."
Harsh words that speak of criminal acts should the Gypsy King be found guilty of these charges, which would lead to an investigation effectively postponing this Wilder vs. Fury 3 fight surely. Exactly. Wilder vs. Fury 3 is still on, possibly at the end of 2020, which in all honesty is a fight that is not hot at the moment. Of course, Wilder could win his belt back by devastating KO. However, most boxing fans will agree that there are bigger fights, including the fight for Undisputed, that most likely will be shelved for the foreseeable future. Add Jarrell Miller's recent failed drug tests and the cold war of words between the protagonists in the welterweight division, the top fights in the middleweight division that are being postponed or pushed back, on top of all this regurgitated content about quote-unquote Glovegate 2.0, and I'm sad to say this, but this is pretty much the current state of boxing as per the summer of 2020. Sure, boxing is where the money is at for fighters. Sure, boxing has some potential good fights lined up. Sure, politics keeps the boxing fan going back and forth on the internet. As of today's episode, the sport of boxing proves to be more talk than actual fighting, whereas mixed martial arts, with the UFC at its vanguard, has already been giving fans more than enough value for money for months now. In part 2, we're doing a head-to-head comparison of UFC and boxing events, and spoiler alert, the UFC is putting boxing to shame, so stay tuned for that. What are your thoughts on the current state of boxing? Drop your comments below and let's have a conversation. Feel free to like and share. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you enjoy the content. This is Boxing's Objective Observer with Ringside Stories. Thanks for watching and have a legendary day.